Hello, my name is Nadia Ines and I answer the question, can you give me some tips on creating art from playing around with shapes on a page? Ways to spontaneously create characters and environments without any plan. To be honest, this technique is based pretty much on random shaping and lining to open your subconscious. So I cannot really teach you how to actually do that because this is the sense of the whole technique. Instead, I will suggest you a pretty good tool that you can find for free on the internet. It's called Alchemy, and it was developed together with Andrew Jones, who should be a name for you. And it gives artists, as you can see here, a very good new approach to sketching and creating designs. What I want to, I cannot take away your own work for finding the technique your brain is most attracted to, because this is what you have to find out for this technique, something your brain really sticks to. And so I just give you a starter set for the program. And as you can see up there, under style, I'm sorry, mine is in German, but yours will be in English. I didn't see any way how to switch that back. So style is on the very left. And the menu, you turn on the big block. And then under create, this is the star above the vertical mode in the menu. In the English one, it will be the create one, and there you can use the following modes: speed shapes, pull shapes, X shapes, and type shapes. I also have a screenshot of that later. And here you can see how I'm working with that. All the that's a problem that you can right here that doesn't really have an undo. But whatever, just start anew. Really don't be afraid of ruining your picture. So, as some tips while you work on Alchemy, when you are having troubles finding something that actually makes you creative, maybe you're doing too much. This is something that I mostly do. I just do too much. So you can also try lowering the transparency and just make a few blobs, like 1 or 2 clicks like this here, and then try to see something in it. Because maybe your brain is just lazy right now and it doesn't want to see anything. It isn't really in the creativity mode. So you have to unblock your brain there. And here I'm already going, I think, for the final one. This is the effect. Now comes the final sketch. Later on I will show you how I turned that sketch into a rendered sketch in Photoshop, as far as a sketch can be rendered. This is different for everyone. I like to start working in Photoshop as soon as I have a vision, an idea of how it could be, because I already have quite intuitive ways of working in Photoshop. And I like to stay in that comfort zone. But if you're really having trouble, for example, finding the right details, and you don't really do the study, then you can continue doing the details in a smaller scale in Alchemy until you have a clearer vision of what you want to have. So in Photoshop I like to work with the freehand lasso tool and the airbrush a lot. For details I mostly use textured brushes like the chalk brush, because even if I don't render it too clean, it still has some charm, and I really like that. And just as a tip, if you're starting with all this painting thing, just use separate layers. A lot of layers for every idea. Every time you start something risky, just use a new layer, so you never overwrite your initial idea and your initial sketch.